Good evening, everyone. I'm Jason. The article that I had was silencing negative critical voices in your head. Okay, so essentially the article talks about how negative critical self-talk can essentially debilitate the pursuit of your goals, your dreams, and your aspirations in life, as well as negatively affect your interpersonal relationships. Most of the time, these voices are of our own making. But as we're going to see here, they can also come from the feedback and opinions and words of other people. So the article is a quick story about a rising corporate executive. He's rocking and rolling. He's very successful, very good at his job. But he notices the higher up the corporate ladder he gets, the less feedback he's getting that he used to get when he was on his way up. So essentially, he hires the author to do some employee surveys for him so he can get this feedback that he desires. And he gets it, but it makes him feel a certain type of way. So, how does this relate to what we are learning here in class? So, a couple sections from the book stood out to me. So, the first one was taking feedback well. So, essentially, this section says that other people's feedback and opinions are essentially a gift. Why? Because other people observing your behavior and your performance have knowledge, wisdom, experience, and perspective that can help you identify and solve problems that you didn't even know existed in your organization, as well as with yourself. Okay? The second section, you remember, or actually this one, is the section about getting the entire picture. Okay, so this section talks about how other people's opinions of you are important, because what other people think about you can guide and influence the course of your life. In relation to that, it also says that other people's opinions of you are often more accurate than your opinion of yourself. Okay, now I felt some type of way about that because I feel like it's a double-edged sword. Going back to the article, okay, he does get the feedback that he's looking for, and it is overwhelmingly positive. Okay, his employees love him; they say he's doing a great job. However, he only focuses on the negative one that says he can get so focused on finishing his projects, getting the job done, accomplishing his goals, and his interpersonal relationships with his co-workers and employees begin to fall to the wayside. Now, this shouldn't be heartbreaking, soul-crushing information, not to me, but he took it bad. He took it bad. Couldn't handle it. He was so focused, despite all the positive stuff that came out, he was so laser focused on the negative one, he couldn't even function in the office anymore. So what happened, the author this guy was so bad, the author had to make a game plan to help this guy get back on track. And that also relates to this section about taking control of your self-talk. And with that said, how this relates to how we can use this in our everyday personal and professional lives. My friends, I would say to you this: if you have not already done this at this point in your life, I would tell you, you need to go back and you need to make peace with and take control and clean up all of that negative, psychological, and emotional malfeasance that has been imposed upon you over the course of your life by things that people have said to you. All right? And not just other people. You need to clean up what you have been saying to yourself about yourself all these years. Okay? And we're talking about like what your parents have said, friends, family, some little kid on the playground when you were a little kid, strangers on social media, you know how that works. Okay? People you've been in relationships with. All right, now, you need to unlearn what you have learned and then relearn all the positive things about yourself. You need to take a look at all of your accomplishments in your life up to this point. Reach in the cookie jar and find all that good stuff. All right? You need to build a perfect confidence in yourself. And remember how much of a badass you really are. And with that, my friends, when you have that, You can use that to build a foundation where you are indomitable, unstoppable in the pursuit of your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and becoming the best version of yourself. Following this presentation, outside of that, enjoy the rest of the class. May the force be with you.